Departure. We're still on Victor, right?
Yeah, Victor.
It's Alpha.
Thanks for coming in today. Do 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 do. Stream some New York Kennedy Departure. See if we can get any traffic. Thanks for coming in today. Why is my webcam all jacked up? There we go. Kool-Aid Jammer, thanks for coming in today. I am good. How are you, sir? Nick Gresla, thank you for coming in today also. A couple of familiar faces right off the bat. We're on New York Kennedy Departure, not for a super long chat. I'll be on for maybe a couple hours at the most tonight. So another short stream, but just wanted to get a little ATC time in, get the stream going. I'm on call again tomorrow morning with the expectation that I'm going to get called in for yet another trip. So, I'm not going to be staying up too late tonight, so this is going to be just maybe a couple hours of ATC tonight on New York Kennedy Departure. Technically not scheduled for anything yet, but I am on call, and I think it's actually a pretty high chance that I will get called in, either if not tomorrow, then by Wednesday. I'd be surprised if I didn't get called in, so I would definitely, that's why I'm hold on. Definitely not going to stay up too late tonight, so this is not going to be a super long stream. So hopefully we can get some traffic here within the next couple hours coming out of Kennedy while I'm on departure. Technically, I'm covering delivery, ground, tower, and departure as it stands right now. I did have a trip last week. It was a 4-day trip. It was very easy. I was able to get a couple of good landings in. So, yeah, back in the saddle a bit. But, like I said, wouldn't be surprised if I get another call either tomorrow morning or Wednesday. So, we'll just kind of chill out on New York Departure for a little bit and see what we get. Oops. See if anyone ever gets interested in flying out or not for the next couple hours here at Kennedy. Kennedy, not super busy. If we take a look on VATSIM, I've only got the one guy on the ground, and there's not a whole lot of arrivals. There's practically 7, and there's really only going to be a couple in the next few hours, so I probably chose a terrible night to control. I wouldn't say he was impressed, but obviously I didn't kill him, so, you know, I think that's all they really care about is that you don't kill him. So what we're going to do is we're going to feel this out. If it looks like I'm going to get some traffic on Kennedy.
Kennedy approach, helicopter Da Vinci 69er radio check.
Da Vinci 6-9er, New York approach. Good evening.
Good evening, sir. Sir, we tried getting New York CAM approach, but they weren't responding. So, with Da Vinci 6-9er, we're 1,000 feet over the Verrazano Bridge. We're inbound South Shore to get into the New York PD helipad.
All right, and whereabouts is New York PD helipad? I apologize if you want to remind me.
Yes, sir. That's called Charlie Golf Alpha Sierra. It's on the other side of the Canarsie Bay near Kennedy. We require a Bravo entry into it. It's the other side of the bay.
Ah, I gotcha. Yep. Da Vinci 6-9er, you're cleared into the New York Class Bravo airspace, at or below 1,000, squawk 0301.
Squawk 0301 at or below 1,000, clear into the Bravo for Da Vinci 6-9er.
I don't know why I couldn't think of Floyd Bennett Field, but Da Vinci 6-9er, you can proceed direct to Floyd Bennett Field. I do have your radar contact. Kennedy wind 220 at 7, altimeter 3023, advised landing assured.
Altimeter 3023, advised landing assured, straight into the field, so not for Da Vinci 6-9er.
Yeah, no, it was a good trip. It was a good captain. I know I did my part, so. That's not necessarily true, Nick. First officers can fly the airplane good. Just because they're a first officer doesn't mean they're not good at flying the airplane. That is very much a misconception that you've put out there. Plenty of first officers that make good landings all the time. It's not hard. No, good landings are not uncommon either. Thank you. It's very much a misconception, Nick. First officers sometimes fly the airplane just as good, if not better, than a captain. Landing, same thing.
And Kennedy approach Da Vinci 6-9er. Do you have another target near the Atlantic Ocean on the Verrazano heliport, heli route?
If you're talking about west of the Verrazano, I do see another helicopter, but if you're talking about straight ahead of you, there's no traffic in front of you going to the east.
Yeah, that guy behind us, he was definitely not reporting on Unicom or anything.
Well, I mean, that's also kind of his choice, if whether he wants to or not in Unicom. There's nothing we can do about that.
Yeah, that's true. Thanks.
Yeah, we alternate legs usually, or sometimes we'll do 2 and 2, either way. But the captain's definitely not doing every landing now. So I only had 4 live legs on my trip. That was a 4-day trip. There was 1 leg every day, and then there was some deadheads to go to different places. It was very inefficient, the trip itself. But so I did 2 of the 4 landings. I flew 2 of the 4 legs. Usually the pilot that flies lands. You know, it's not something where, you know, I fly and then give the landing to the captain. It's only if the weather conditions are really, really, really bad. If it's really bad weather or the conditions are really messed up, that's when VATSIM not showing you as departure. What am I? What the No, I'm signed on as departure. I'm on a New York _KEN_DEP. I'm definitely online as departure. I'm looking at VATSIM right now. So category 2, or in that case category 3 also, yeah. Category 2, the captain lands every time when it's category 2, without a doubt. That's part of the SOP. The only time I ever relinquished to controls on one of my legs to the captain was also the one that happened to be when we had the wind shear escape, so I was very glad that I relinquished to the controls to the captain before that happened, because he obviously handled it better than I would have. So I don't know about Cat 3 because my company does not have Cat 3 minimums. We can only go as low as Category 2. But on the Category 2 landings, the captain lands the airplane. No. Training-wise, the Category 2 landing is not like a specific to a person. You're doing it as a team. The FO has responsibilities, and the captain has responsibilities that have to go hand in hand when you're doing a Category 2 approach. I can't get in too much detail on the stream because I'm really not allowed to go that deep into the SOP of my own company. But we get trained together. When you're in the sim, you're with a captain and you're getting trained together. And it's all CRM and all that stuff.
Helicopter Da Vinci 69 landing assurance.
Da Vinci 69, thank you. Frequency change proved. If you plan on lifting off out of Floyd Bennett, just give me a call.
Yeah, we'll be heading back towards the East River in a second. We'll call you back.
Present. The Aviator, thanks for coming in today, buddy. Delilah Hart. Just for the record, Nick, when you're training in the sim for a jet, you're not training by yourself. You are training as a crew. You and the captain are both getting trained at the same time on pilot flying and pilot monitoring, and then you switch. So you're always working as a crew. You're always getting trained as a crew. You're not training by yourself. It's a crew environment in everything that we do, so we get trained, as such. Everyone's got their responsibilities, whether they're the pilot flying or the pilot monitoring. And M&M Magic 874. I'll be honest, I don't know if I've ever heard that username before, but appreciate the raid. Thank you for coming in today. 5 viewers, welcome. Appreciate the follow as well. Like I said, I don't know if I've ever recognized ZHU Center. Oh, well, again, appreciate the Houston Center has decided to give us a raid. I'm on New York Kennedy Departure for those that are just joining you, and I don't have any traffic yet, which is unfortunate, but hopefully we'll get some here. But appreciate that raid coming off of Houston Center. Like I said, never heard the name before, but I appreciate the support that you've decided to give the channel. Aroc FX, thank you for the follow as well. Appreciate it. Thanks for coming in today, everybody. Again, we're on New York Kennedy Departure on VATSIM. There's a couple guys on the ground, but neither one has a flight plan yet. And I technically am covering delivery, ground, tower, and departure at Kennedy right now. But I don't really have any traffic yet, so hopefully it'll pick up, within the next couple hours. We'll see. If it's still really dead after the first hour, I might switch to Flight Sim 2020 and do a quick flight somewhere, just so that the stream isn't super boring. But if we start to get a little bit of traffic here, then we'll hang out. But I also don't plan on staying on super long because I do potentially have a 4 a.m. wake-up call tomorrow morning, so I'm not going to stay on too super late. Yeah, training when you're a student, Nick, versus training at an airline, totally different ball game. There's no apples to apples comparison whatsoever. So, what do I like to fly in Microsoft Flight Sim 2020? I like to fly the working title modded Citation CJ4. I also have the Carenado Mooney and the Carenado Piper Seminole. There's also a good modded turbo version of the Bonanza. The default Bonanza mod is modded. I have that, and I also have there's a modded version of the Cessna 152 on there that I enjoy as well. So there's a good handful of aircraft, all general aviation, that I fly on flights in 2020. I am very much a general aviation streamer when it comes to the either X-Plane 11 or Microsoft flights in 2020. I stick to the GA. So you've come to the right place if you enjoy that kind of flying. Yeah, that modded CJ4 is a godsend. That is it's probably the best airplane in the sim right now. That working title modded CJ4. It's definitely my favorite right now for sure too. That'll probably be, well, actually, if it doesn't get super busy New York Kennedy departure, like I said, in about 45 minutes to an hour, then I'll probably go into the Carenado Mooney and do a flight for you guys at the Mooney, potentially. Just a short little flight, just so it can have some entertainment value than just looking at a scope with nothing on it right now. Space Face Q, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. No, you still have someone that's training you, whether it's an instructor or if you're doing a check ride, then you still have someone that's technically checking you. But I'm saying the way that you get trained and the fact that it's you're training as a crew and you're not being tested individually, Nick, is the big difference. That there's no apples to
Kennedy
apples.
departure, Da Vinci 69er.
Da Vinci 69er New York departure.
Yes, sir. At Bennett Field, request VFR departure, Coney Island, South Shore transition into the Hudson.
Da Vinci 69er, Kennedy wind 2207, altimeter 3023. As long as you maintain that same squawk code as before, you're cleared into the New York Class Bravo airspace. Advise airborne, at or below 1000.
At or below 1000, report airborne, Class Bravo with the same squawk. Clear into the Class Bravo, same squawk. Da Vinci 69er. Da Vinci 69er airborne 300 for 900.
Da Vinci 69er radar contact. You can proceed on course.
Proceed on course, Da Vinci 69er.
We'll see, chat. See if it gets busy or not. If it doesn't, like I said, we'll abandon ship and we'll do a quick flight. Da Vinci 69, do you plan on being in the Class Bravo over the Hudson? Or are you going to be below?
We're going to go the SFRA route, so no need for flight following. We like frequency change.
Da Vinci 69, squawk VFR, frequency change approved, remain clear of the Class Bravo.
Squawk and talk VFR, remain clear of the Bravo, Da Vinci 69er, thanks for the service. See you.
See you. Have I ever controlled with Citation Max? Yes, I have. I have controlled with Max before, at Kennedy, and at Philly. So I have done ATC alongside with him. Space Phase Q, that is correct. It's not a dumb question. Yes, I am on VATSIM. I'm on New York Kennedy Departure, covering the departures out of Kennedy. Technically, right now, like I said, I'm covering delivery, ground, tower, and departure at JFK on VATSIM, since there's nobody on below me. Pretty much everything I do is on VATSIM when it comes to the streams, for the most part. Don't forget to hand me that JetBlue, Raffy.
Yeah, I got you.
What are you doing, puppy? My dog is scratching at my door. What are you doing? What's up? Hi, hello. Hi, give me 1 second, chat. I'm just gonna pet her a little bit outside the door here. Hi, you're so cute. Yes, you are. Why are you laying outside my door? You don't want to come in? You can come in if you want. You can come join me if you want. Yeah.
New departure, JetBlue 417, Sunny LS, runway 22 left.
JetBlue 417, New York. Good evening, wind 220 at 7, runway 22 left, clear to land.
Sorry, can you say it again? JetBlue 417 bats into that thing where it just like connects and disconnects my voice really quick.
JetBlue 417, no problem. This is New York departure, wind 220 at 7, runway 22 left, clear to land.
So I'm assuming you're saying clear to land, runway 22 left, JetBlue 417.
Hey, firm. New York TradeCom looks so confusing. I'm not flying VFR on the airspace. Okay, so yeah, flying VFR can be a little tricky. You either have to get a New York class Bravo clearance to get into the Bravo VFR, or you have to remain clear of the New York class Bravo airspace. And there's a lot of different parts to that in terms of altitudes and sections that you have to worry about. And we can take a look at it.
I told him it was 22 right at Whiskey, and he requested a 4 left departure.
He can get 2-2 right at Gulf, give him that.
Alright, fine.
Thank you.
Let's take a look at it, chat. Why not? We'll pull up the New York
417?
TAC chart. Yep, thank you.
Okay, good.
Pull up the New York TAC chart here. And so here's Kennedy. So right here in this circle right here, oh, it's not a full circle, but right in this section right here and all through here, the surface to 7,000 means you if you're anywhere from the surface to 7,000 feet, you need to have a class Bravo clearance. From here, you need to be, 5,000 or to 500, to 7,000, you need a Bravo clearance. Although in this is a weird one, chat. This one you still need to talk to Kennedy Tower, even if you're going to be below 500 feet in this little sector. You can see right here, contact tower on that frequency, 2,000 and below within 8 miles of Kennedy Airport. That's just a class Bravo thing. Right here, you can go from anywhere below 4,000, you'll be good. If you're 4,000, 7,000, you need Bravo clearance. From 1,500, 7,000, you need Bravo clearance. So you just have to kind of learn to read the chart. And there's ways that you can kind of get through in certain areas. It can be tight. And then, of course, you also have the special flight rules area, which comes right down the Hudson here, where you can be, as long as you're below 1,300, you do not need any ATC. But there's also other rules with that. If you're fixed wing, you want to be between 1,100 and 1,300. There's some mandatory reporting points, like the George Washington Bridge, the Intrepid, the Statue of Liberty, and the Verrazano. So it can get a little bit confusing, but, once you start to learn how to read the chart, you're able to kind of pick your way through. Like, let's say I wanted to take off out of Farmingdale here, and I wanted to get all the way to Linden. I would take off out of Farmingdale, I'd head south here. I'd probably stay below 1,500 feet, but once I got close to this ring here, I would have to talk to Kennedy Tower to get the below 500 feet along the south shoreline. Once I'm clear with him, I can go back over to Unicom as long as I'm below 1,500, and I can take that all the way into Linden, and then just this little area right here, I'd need to stay below 1,200, but that's pretty easy. I just go at about 1,000 feet, pop myself into Linden in that airspace right there. So really, once you start to kind of learn how to read the chart, you can kind of make your way through the Class Bravo without ATC, or you could always try and get the Bravo clearance with ATC, and then of course it depends on how busy or not busy they are at any given time, whether or not they'll be able to clear you in or receive you or anything like that. JetBlue 417, welcome to Kennedy, right turn, Juliet, hold short 22 right.
Right, Juliet, hold short 22 right, JetBlue 417.
So the East River also has that SFRA, but they typically don't allow fixed-wing aircraft into that part of the, typically you don't do any kind of fixed-wing operation in the East River. That's almost exclusively for helicopters. Like, I would never personally go up that with a fixed-wing. It's too tight. At least on the main part of the Hudson, you have room to kind of work with.
Cam also.
Again, I'm just over here off the screen petting my dog, Chad. I'm sorry. JetBlue 417, cross 22 right at Juliet, right turn on Bravo to the ramp.
Cross 22 right at Juliet, right turn Bravo to the ramp. Thanks, JetBlue 417. Have a good night.
You're such a good girl. Yes, you are, Delilah. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. You can come inside the room if you want. You want to come lay on the floor, or are you just going to lay outside? What are you doing? You're just looking at me. You want to come lay in? Okay. She's just staring at me, chat. She's out in the hallway of my door right now, just staring at me.
Go for Cam.
Yeah, I'm gonna be hopping off LSO.
I take it. What's going on over the door here?
Nobody in the air, nobody on the ground.
Oh, very good.
Your controls, JR.
That's true. Those caravans on floats do that out to the Hamptons. I'm familiar with that operation as well. That's right.
I'll see you.
Yeah.
User left your channel.
Come here, Delilah. Come on. Delilah. Come here. Why don't you lay in here? And then I can pet you. If you lay right here, I can pet you. Go ahead, sit. Sit. Go ahead, sit. Sit. There you go. See? Now I can pet you while I'm doing my thing. Good girl. Good girl. I don't know if you guys can see her. My hand right here, you can maybe just barely make out her face. She's a black dog, so it's kind of hard to see when I don't have the light on all the way. But she's right here, right where my hand, you see my hand right here? I'm petting her head. That's where Delilah is. So you guys can say hi to Delilah. Yes, you're such a good girl. Yes, you are. You even have your own little emote. You got your own little emoji on Twitch. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Because you're a beautiful dog. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. You're a very beautiful dog. Yes. Yes, you are. Yes, thank you. Yes.
User left your channel.
Fly with me, let's fly away.
Cart Sky E1, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Thanks for coming in today. So Eric FX, she is a mix between a lab and a Catahoula leopard. So a mix between a lab and a Catahoula leopard. Very unique looking dog. Very beautiful. And Catahoula leopard is a southern breed, like Louisiana. And she's mixed with a lab, and she's very pretty. What are you doing? What are you doing? Yes, you're very cute. Yes, you are. Here, let me see if I can find you guys a big picture of her, so I can show the stream. Hang on. Hang on. See what we can find here, chat. There we go. Right there. That's a picture of Delilah. That's also the face that the aviator used to make the emote. The one with the heart. That's the face right there. That's Delilah. Now she's laying out on my carpet. See, isn't that better than laying out on the floor outside? Because now we can close the door and we can keep all the heat in. Stay nice and warm. See? Isn't that better? Yes. Yes, you're so cute. I know. She always gets mad when I stream instead of paying attention to her. As all dogs would. Kennedy Airport Ace information. Bravo is now current. Altimeter 3022. Yeah, she's in great shape, honestly. She's been in good shape her entire life. We've been taking care of her very well. Gets her vitamins every day. She eats properly. She gets plenty of exercise. So yeah, she's a very healthy dog. She's almost 9 years old. She'll be 9 years old on Wednesday. So a couple days from now, she's gonna be turning 9 years old, and she still acts like she's just like a 1-year-old, 2-year-old puppy. So she's staying very healthy. She's gonna live forever, chat. Well, we got 4 guys on the ground now, but one of them was the arrival. So 3 guys on the ground. Hopefully they start following flight plans and calling so I can get a little bit of traffic here. Otherwise, I'm just talking about my dog. Which I guess isn't the worst thing in the world either. But I would like some action for you guys, so you guys can have some entertainment instead of just hearing me talk. Even I get tired of hearing myself talk. Oh, and now she wants to leave the room. Alright, go ahead. You can go do your sleepies. Go ahead. Good girl. Maybe she'll come barging in again later. I'm gonna open a box of Oreos and eat some, so I'm gonna mute my mic while I do that so you guys don't have to hear me chew. Watch everyone and their mothers is gonna call me for ATC as soon as I do this, I bet. Alright, now that I'm gonna scarf down those Oreos. Guess we could talk a little bit about the airspace while we're waiting for some traffic here. So in New York, we have different gates, chat, for when we wanna get these aircraft to depart. We have the south gates, we have the water gates, we have the north gates, or excuse me, the east gates and the north gates. So on the north gates, you have Sparta, Coat, Neon, Gale. You also have the D's departure goes through the north gate. You have in the east gate, you have Grecky, Merritt, Bays, Bridgeport. Those are typically either going to Boston or going to like the North Atlantic routes. Betty, Happy being a couple water gates. Those are also just North Atlantic routes purely. Those are the only people that get the Betty and Happy over here. Would be North Atlantic routes. Down here, you have the kind of the south water gates. Wavy and Ship. Those are guys that are usually going to like Florida or down south, Atlanta. And then guys that are going southwest get the south gates here, which is Robbinsville, Ranger, Dixie, White, Yardley technically, even though we really don't use that so much at Kennedy. So there's different, depending on where you're going and depending on your route, there's a different gate that you want to get through. And so that's kind of what we're looking at. And the idea is we have a certain way that we want to get everybody to their gate, and there's certain airspace that we have to follow, certain altitudes and things like that. Candy Monster, good to see you, my friend. Thanks for coming in today. Sounds good. SBD drums. If you're going to do the Skyline route along the Hudson, you're probably not going to be talking to me because I don't really cover that airspace on the Skyline route, but you will have ATC because I believe New York Approach on 128.12 is covering that area. So you definitely will still have ATC if you plan to do that, at least for the people that are online right now. And 3 guys on the ground, but still none of them with flight plans yet, chat. So we'll see. If we don't start getting some of these guys filed soon, or we don't start getting some action soon here, we'll switch up and do a flight instead, maybe. Yeah, it depends on also where you're starting at SBD drums. Make sure you take a look at VATSPY and see who's online for wherever you're starting. But right now, this Skyline route is probably going to be with either New York Approach on 128.12 or potentially Newark Departure also on 19-2. It depends on where you're at. But it depends on also where you're going to start up on the ground. Who you'd be talking to first. (09 November). Let me see where that's at. Air Haven. Oh, I know where that is. That's actually up, not too far from my neck of the woods, actually, because I'm up in the Newburgh area. So yeah, it's just on the other side of the river and a little bit north, Air Haven. So yeah, if you come down the river, if you want to get flight following right away, you could probably talk to New York Center on 125.32, pick up flight following with him, and then he'll kind of hand you the next controller when he needs to. Of course, once you get in the air, since Air Haven's uncontrolled. Well, Frontier flight keyed up on my frequency.
Frontier 1044, ready check.
Frontier 1044, New York Departure, loud and clear, 5x5.
New York Departure, are we going to get eye for clearance in this frequency?
Yes, on the ground right now at Kennedy, I'm covering delivery, ground, tower, and departure. So you can contact me for clearance.
Yes, sir.
I am the guy you want, since nobody's on tower. And honestly, Chad, if someone decided to sign on to tower, we would probably immediately sign off and do a flight, because then we would definitely never be busy. But it's already, this is way deader than I was hoping for, of course. I feel like I'll look on days when I'm not controlling chat, and Kennedy will be busy. And then as soon as I get online and start controlling and try and do a stream for you guys, Kennedy's dead. Apparently I'm just a jinx. Or something. I don't know. Apparently I'm just a jinx when it comes to the traffic at Kennedy. As soon as I sign on, you know, am I a bad controller? Do I scare people away? Is that why? If they see, oh shit, that Mike's and Anti guy's on, we better not go into Kennedy or out of Kennedy. I feel like I'm a good controller. Like, I'm nice to the pilots. I feel like they should want to fly with me, but every single time I try to stream Kennedy non-event, it's never busy. But then some days I'll look and it's like just non-stop traffic, but someone else is already on, or I'm doing something else on the stream or whatever. Whatever. Life be like that sometimes, chat. Give me a chance to look through my emails.
Kennedy approach, Da Vinci 69er.
Da Vinci 69 or New York Departure.
Hello again, Kennedy Departure, Da Vinci 69er information, Bravo on board. Just over the Verrazano Bridge, southbound. We're going to be taking the South Shore, operating South Shore below 1,000. We should stay below the Bravo, but the chart says to contact you.
Da Vinci 69, New York Departure. Yep, squawk 0301 again. And you can transition the Class Bravo at or below 500 South Shoreline West-East.
South Shoreline West-East below 500 and 0301 Da Vinci 69.
I almost called myself Kennedy Tower, which is why I hesitated, chat. I fumbled my words because instead of saying New York Departure, I almost called myself Kennedy Tower. Even though I'm technically covering the tower, that's not my position call sign right now. But yeah, it's a big conspiracy, Kenny. I can't ever seem to get traffic when I try to stream Kennedy. Just not lucky. I'm not a lucky guy sometimes.
And Kennedy Departure, Da Vinci 69, you have us?
Da Vinci 698, firm radar contact against South Shoreline at or below 500. Kennedy altimeter 3022.
Altimeter 3022 at or below 500. We're going to be making a stop at a hospital here, and we'll be continuing on to Farmingdale after that.
Da Vinci 69, roger. So far, my traffic has been this helicopter, chat, and the one JetBlue that landed. Frontier has a flight plan filed now to Boston. He's got the correct flight plan. That's something. See if he calls for a clearance here soon. Come on, traffic. Give me some traffic. Come on, traffic. If it doesn't happen soon, we'll switch to a flight. We'll go into the Mooney and do something random.
Kennedy Departure, Frontier 1044, I-4, Boston Logan.
There we go. Frontier 1044, New York Departure. Good evening. Cleared to the Boston Logan Airport. Kennedy 5 Departure. Radar vectors merit, then as filed. Maintain 5,000. Expect flight level 190, 10 minutes after departure. Departure frequency is with me. Squawk 1070.
Clear to Boston, Kennedy 5, Merit, 5,000 initial climb, 19,000 cruising, 10 minutes after departure, departure frequency with you, squawk 1070, Frontier 1044.
Frontier 1044, read back correct. Push and start your discretion. Advise ready to taxi. ATIS Bravo is current.
I'll repeat last transmission, please.
Yes, sir. Push and start your discretion. Advise ready to taxi. ATIS Bravo is current.
Discretion, call for taxi, 1044.
Hey, we did something. So we have some nice relaxing music to play here on the stream too, chat. DMCA safe stream music too, so I don't get banned by Twitch. So that helicopter is making that stop at the hospital, like you said, and then he can continue the eastbound transition. He's good right where he's at, though. Not going to be in the way at or below 500 feet on that south shoreline. That's why it's there. Because even the departures coming off of 2-2, they're going to be above 500 feet before they get to that port, unless something catastrophic happens. But hopefully that won't happen.
Newark ground, Newark tower.
I should probably get out of this channel.
Channel switch.
Go into the TradeCon channel where I'm supposed to be. So I'm not listening to all the other facilities talk to each other during their controller briefings or what have you. Coordination. Excuse me, chat. A bit of yawn there. A little tired. Early mornings on that last trip that I did last week, so every now and then this morning my body woke me up at 7:30 even without an alarm, so I've been up for a bit. Which is a good thing though, because I'm on call at 4 a.m. tomorrow. So if I was to get called right at 4 a.m., it's probably good that I'm ready for bed soon and, have the ability to wake up early so I won't be too tired. How long have I been online as a controller? I need to do at least an hour when I sign on, chat. I've been on for 50 minutes. Oh, if it doesn't start getting too busy here soon, chat, we might abandon ship, and like I said, maybe I'll just whip up VATSIM 2020 and we'll do a quick flight somewhere. Because this is lacking in entertainment value. Although we did just have another guy sign on here. So hopefully that's a good sign. Oh, you don't have to apologize, Kenny Monster. You've given me plenty of traffic over the years. I don't know if I like this playlist, chat. We're going to switch it up.
And Carenado Departure, a helicopter, Da Vinci 69er. We're on the ground at the hospital at the South Shore, just making sure our clearance below 500 is still valid.
Yep, Da Vinci 69er, you can continue eastbound below 500 South Shoreline.
Roger, we'll continue eastbound, eastbound South Shore on course, Da Vinci 69. Are you controlling Republic today?
New York approach will be handling you once you get over to Republic.
And can you confirm that frequency for us?
It'll be on 2812.
Roger, we'll pre-program that. Thank you.
No problem. Not winning with these playlists right now. This is a better song. So helicopter's moving again. This guy's not in my airspace. Frontier looks like he's pushing back, so hopefully he'll actually put the right squawk code in. But if not, we'll yell at him so that he does before we get him taxiing. I do believe that there is the national championship game tonight for college football at 8 o'clock. I might throw that on the TV to fall asleep to later. But again, I don't want to stay up too late, so I probably won't be able to watch the whole thing. Kind of rooting for Ohio State in that one. Rooting for the underdog. Now he's kind of pushing onto the taxiway there, chat. Where are you going, buddy? Hope you're not taxiing on your own. Hope you're just getting... looks like you're just pushing back. Technically, you're supposed to call ATC. If you have to push back onto a taxiway, you have to get permission to do so. VATSIM, it can be a little weird because not many people are familiar with Kennedy, and he probably wasn't aware that he was at a gate where if you push back onto a taxiway. I'm going to let it slide because there's really not much traffic. But just so you guys in the chat know, if you ever need to push back onto a taxiway, you need to talk to ground and make sure that you're actually approved to do so before actually doing it. Rob Valkyrie, Thank you for the 4-month resub. I appreciate it very much, sir. Thanks for coming in today. It's good to see you, Rob. Feel like I haven't talked to you in a while. We haven't actually had a flying club event for a little bit. But good to see you, sir. Hope you're doing well. Cleveland Browns won a big playoff game yesterday, I saw. Pretty impressively, too, over the Steelers. Congratulations on that. Appreciate your support to the stream, my man. You've been bleh? I'm sorry to hear that, my man. Hopefully things start to improve. I know exactly hasn't been a great start to 2021 after a rough 2020. With everything that's going on in the world right now. But hopefully things will start to get better soon. I don't know. The Browns not only made the playoffs, but they beat the Steelers pretty good last night. I think they're a pretty good team. I think offensively, at least, they're a really good team. Their defense, I don't know if their defense is going to be able to handle Kansas City. So I don't know. I don't know if I like their chances against KC next week. But, I mean, otherwise, I thought they played superbly against the Steelers last night. Oh, I guess that is my airspace.
Direct departure to November 4, Victor Bravo with you.
November 4, Victor Bravo, New York departure. Good evening. Maintain VFR at 6,500.
Maintain VFR 6,500, November 4, Victor Bravo.
Sorry that you're feeling down, my man. I'm sure something I could do to cheer you up. I actually like Baker Mayfield. Even though I'm definitely not a Browns fan. I'm a Vikings fan. And my team didn't even make the playoffs. I think Baker Mayfield, I don't know how he is as a person, but I think he's a pretty good football player. His commercials are kind of funny, too.
Delta 1044 ready for taxi.
Frontier 1044, I need you to squawk 1070, turn your transponder on first, please.
Yes, sir.
Frontier 1044, thank you. Runway 22 right, taxi via left on Bravo, Echo, cross 31 right.
Left on Bravo, Echo, 21 right, Frontier 1044.
And Frontier 1044, you're going to cross 31 right, and you're taxiing to runway 22 right.
Cross 31 right, hold short, 22 right.
Affirm, yep, you're taxiing to 22 right, thank you. You have to make sure in the taxi clearance that you always read back the assigned runway.
Alright, thank you.
Something you got to do, chat. You've got to read back the assigned runway. Read back all hold short instructions, runway assignments, and altitude assignments. So in that case, he should have replied runway 22 right, taxi via Bravo Echo cross 31 right, Frontier 1044. That would be the appropriate way to do it. Da Vinci 600, do you want flight following the rest of the way to Republic?
That'll be slow if we can get flights following. We are planning on doing the Meadowbrook helicopter route in Republic.
DaVinci 690, contact New York Approach on 128.12 and make the request with him. Have a good night.
12812, thanks so much for the service. See ya.
So he's a VFR, so we don't really do much with him, chat, other than he's in my airspace, which is why he's with me on my frequency, and I got him targeted. Once he gets over here going towards Yardley and gets over here, where he's pretty much just going to go right back to, I think New York Approach, but I'm going to have to ask.
Channel switched.
Raph, you have an airspace question.
Andreas, Brian.
Nah, just real quick. That 4 Victor Bravo guy that you gave to me, when he's going towards Yardley and leaves my airspace, do you cover that, or is that going to be Newark Departure that's over there going towards Yardley? Because I don't know what altitude he goes to.
You might touch the tip bottom part of like Empire. I don't know. It depends on what he goes off of Colt's Neck.
I think it looks like, even though he's VFR, that his flight plan does have him going to Yardley directly from Colt's Neck. I don't know if he's going to actually do that or not. Does that go to at 6,500? Would that go to you, Rafi, or would that go to Newark Departure?
Technically, it'd be Liberty, so I'd give it to Newark.
What?
I'd probably just give him to Newark. To be
I don't know
honest.
where the guy is.
He's over.
Where
he's
is
almost
he?
over Colt's Neck.
Colt's
He's gonna
Neck,
go Colt's-
6,500, going to Yardley afterwards. So he's right now in my New
Yardley
York Departure
VOR.
space. Yeah, directly to Yardley VOR from Colt's Neck at 6,500.
Is that line gonna pass through Empire, Rafi?
Yeah, I think so.
Laterally pass through Empire between Colt's Neck and Yardley?
Yeah, laterally.
Then yes, because you own down to where you own down to 7,000, you cover the 6,500 VFR, but then it's gonna go to Newark when they start owning up to 7,000 there.
Yeah, I mean, he'll cut through a little bit of my airspace and then go to Newark. I mean,
So I
probably give him to Newark.
all
give him to Newark.
I'd say, Rafi, here's where you say point out approved, hand him to Newark.
Yeah, I know. Point out
and be
approved,
done with it.
yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Channel switched.
Candy Monster has a big story that he's got going on here. Let's see. Ooh, that is an unfortunate story that happened to you there, Kitty Monster. That's big on the ouchie there. Where are you, Devin?
Channel switched.
Newark, Kendep.
Go ahead.
Yeah, that VFR 6,500. I got a point out approved from Cam to just give him directly to you.
Yeah, I don't know that far south. Sorry about that. They'll probably go to center, I'm assuming.
Can I try
All
to
right,
give him...
so Newark Departure says he doesn't cover that far south, so then does that go to center?
Departure doesn't.
That's what I was asking.
Yardley
It was
sector.
Departure.
Yardley sector.
Rafi, are you covering Yardley?
Which is approach.
No.
Okay, so then it's center. Okay.
Gauge him to center, because he's going to go to Philly anyway. I think it's Philly airspace, KDYL.
I'm
Well,
still
sounds
not
familiar,
super
space.
comfortable on Kendep, so bear with me.
Yeah, no, I know. That's fine.
Yeah, give
Mooney
him
294
center.
Victor Bravo, New York Center
Rafi's
125.32. Enjoy the
Any
ride.
point outs.
Thank you.
125.32 to Air Victor Bravo. Thanks.
Channel switched.
Frontier 1044, did you give us an okay to cross runway 331 right?
Frontier 1044, a firm cross 31 right.
Roger.
I'll learn a little bit more about my airspace right there, chat. Rob, that's kind of brutal. I'm not gonna lie to you. But my buddy in Arizona, his house is kind of the same thing. Frontier 1044 on departure. Fly runway heading. Wind calm. Runway 22 right. Clear for takeoff.
Fly runway heading. Winds calm. Clear for takeoff. 2 right. Frontier 1044.
22 right, but I'm not gonna correct him, chat, because he's learning. He's learning, chat. Hey, so it only took an hour and 7 minutes of streaming, chat, but I'm finally going to have my first departure out of Kennedy while on New York Kennedy departure. Jesus Christ. Kennedy is a little on the dead side tonight. I think I almost want to, and he just disappeared too. I'm almost thinking, chat, that after this guy departs that I might just go and do a flight. Do you have any way to help with cramps? Drink some electrolytes. Gatorade, but I wouldn't drink pure Gatorade. I would do like 50% Gatorade and dilute it and then make the other 50% water. Because the Gatorade by itself is too much sugar. But if you do like a 50% Gatorade, 50% water and you dilute it, that's actually the best, in my opinion. I mean, usually Kennedy just has a handful of traffic on its own all the time. I always end up picking the nights where it's freaking not busy, of course. Candy Monster. Just always bad luck when it comes to that. It is what it is. I guess that's not typically the advice I'm used to giving on this channel, but you're welcome, I guess, for the free advice. Frontier flight 1044, New York departure, radar contact, say altitude.
Up to 2700.
Frontier 1044, thank you, turn left heading 060, climb and maintain 7000.
Left heading 060, climb and maintain 7000, Frontier 1044.
Hey, we actually get to give some vectors. So he's going to Merritt, which is up here. So we want to get him on a 060 heading because we want him to go through this gate right here. He wants to be between these two goalposts is where we want to point him. Now, he's not necessarily going to go through that because once he gets on this side, we're going to climb him and send him to New York Center. But we have to at least have him pointing in the direction of those two goalposts right there. So hopefully on a 060 heading, he should be through there. But it looks like he's taking a sweet, sweet time turning. So we'll see where he levels out. If I need to give him maybe 050, we'll adjust as necessary. Usually a 060 does it, except you can he's kind of doing a wide radius on the turn there. So we'll see how it plays out. Right now he's okay. It'll be tight, but it'll work. It'll be good enough for this center to take from us, essentially. He's going to be just in it, it looks like. So, good enough. Usually they have a little bit of a tighter radius turn, but you can see he's already speeding up quite a bit in his Airbus. So, remember, the faster you're going, the larger the radius of the turn's going to be. That's just science. physics, whatever you want to call it. 4 arrivals coming up unless they already landed. There's really only one guy that's close, Kenny Monster, in terms of arrivals. The others are probably still at least 45 minutes to an hour out. And we really don't have much going on the ground here. So I think once we hand off this Frontier guy, I'm probably going to switch over and do a quick flight. I don't know where I'm going to fly. I'll be honest. I haven't really thought about that, but
Level 7,000.
that's okay. I'm not going to respond to that, chat. It's not necessary. I don't know where I would fly. Frontier 1044, climb and maintain 11,000.
Climb, maintain 11,000 for tier 1044.
Hand him to New York Center. Frontier 1044, New York Center 125.32. Enjoy the ride.
New York Center 12532.
Hey, firm 12532. Good night.
Good night.
All right, chat. I'm gonna let you decide. Do you guys want me to stay on New York Departure and see if we're gonna get traffic? Because I'm probably only gonna be on for about, at most, another hour. Or do you guys want me to disconnect and switch over to Flight Sim 2020 and do maybe like a 45-minute flight in the Mooney? I'm going to leave it up to the chat. What do you guys want me to do? Stay on, and I mean, I don't know how to entertain you guys, to be honest. Certainly not going to take my shirt off. I'm not into that kind of entertainment. You want more cramp advice? I mean, you can massage it too. Massage it. Electrolytes. Stretch. A little Gatorade mixed with water. Why am I dropping frames, computer? I'm not even doing anything useful. I'm on VRC. Why am I dropping frames? The fudge. The hell? Why are we like this? Oh god, I hate my internet. I hate it so much. I hate it so fucking much. I fucking hate my internet right now. Always dropping frames for no reason. Spectrum. Spectrum. Get a grip. Oh my god, my upload speeds are trash right now. Why, Spectrum? Why? Jesus. I'm only getting 6 megabytes upload speed. That is a good point. If I'm just going to be dropping frames, that probably would frustrate the hell out of me if I was to fly. You're not wrong. I just don't understand why my internet... It works perfectly fine until I'm streaming, and then from like 7 o'clock to 9 o'clock, and I know that's when it's peak hours for everyone to be online. I get that. But it's just frustrating as hell because that's really the only time I have to stream most of the time, and... just can't win sometimes. I never really had these issues so much until the last, like, month. You know, I went the whole year of 2020 without too much issue, and then just the last month, I just can't seem to get any kind of good quality internet for long periods of time. Good fixins. Thanks for coming in today. Good to see you, sir. Apologize in advance because I am dropping frames for some reason. Because my internet apparently whacked tonight. Why, I don't know. There's absolutely zero reason for this.
Traffic.
Alexander Sim with a party of 3 on the raid. Thanks for coming in today. Again, another streamer that I've never heard of before, but giving me a random raid. But I appreciate the support very much. I do. Thank you so much, Alexander Sim. Thanks for coming in today. We're on New York Kennedy Departure for those of you that have just joined us. Not super busy at the moment, though. From New York, so I had to. Oh, very nice. Are you a New York RTEC controller? Or are you just from New York and you decided that you wanted to give me the host because I'm controlling KenDep? Ah, gotcha. Very nice. Well, again, appreciate that raid. Thank you guys for coming in. Appreciate the follow as well. It's a nice little Ryanair emoji that you have there. Hi, Boy X.
Hello, Kennedy Departure. Are you responsible for Kennedy Ground at this moment?
Yes, I'm covering Kennedy Delivery, Ground Tower, and Departure at the moment.
Okay. Kennedy Ground, requesting pushback.
American 1253, New York Departure. I don't show a flight plan for you, sir. I'm going to need some kind of flight plan and clearance for you before I can get you a pushback. All right, American 1253, I see the flight plan now. Let me know when you're ready for your IFR clearance to Toronto.
American 1253, requesting IFR to Toronto.
American 1253, you're cleared to the Toronto airport. Kennedy 5 departure. Radar vectors Gale, then as filed. Maintain 5,000. Expect flight level 300, 10 minutes after departure. Departure frequency is with me. Squawk 1024. Appreciate that raid, Alexander Sim. Have a good night. American 1253, you're cleared to the Toronto airport. Kennedy 5 departure. Radar vectors Gale, then as filed. Maintain 5,000. Expect flight level 300, 10 minutes after departure. Departure frequency is with me. Squawk 1024.
Clear to Toronto. American 1253. Squawk. What was the squawk code again?
Squawk 1024.
Squawking 1404.
Squawk is 1024.
Squawking 1024, American 1253.
American 1253, read back correct. Push and start is at your discretion. Advise when ready to taxi.
Okay.
Thank you for shouting out his stream, Kenny Monster. You You can tell that this pilot is a little bit on the new side, chat. It's not quite a full readback, but he gave me the squawk code. Hopefully, he actually squawks it. Well, the good thing, High Boyd, is that the Kennedy 5 departure off of runway 22 right is just runway heading. So, in this case, he's going to get a freebie because I'm just going to tell him fly runway heading. And if he can't fly runway heading correctly, then, well, then we got bigger problems.
Channel switch.
Derek.
Bravo November. You got some news for me?
I'm going down to Westchester County on Thursday for my medical.
Jeez.
Because I can't do it in Albany.
Hey, Rafier, Senegal.
Oh, man.
Yeah. I just tried to hand him to you and accidentally put it in a scratch pad.
Nice.
Alright, let's see if he's gonna intercept a local.
That's wild, bro.
Channel switched.
That's true. We do all have to start somewhere. You're not wrong. That's why I'm firm but polite when I gave those clearances. I don't think I was sounding mean. Hopefully I didn't sound mean. I'm just trying to be polite but firm. YouTube University. I could do PDCs, but a lot of the times I just won't. I just prefer giving the voice clearance instead of typing out the command for the PDC. To be honest with you. I don't know why. And Hi Boyd, you were saying maybe I could fly with Joe Pence. Probably not tonight because I do have, I'm on call for work tomorrow at 4 in the morning. So I'm probably only going to be on for really, at the most, another hour, if that, before I try and start to get myself ready to go to bed. Just in case I do get called in at 4 a.m. So maybe another time. I have done flights in the past with Joe Pence, whether it be with the Flying Club or otherwise, but...
Channel switch.
Yeah, Rafi, he's never called me yet.
Doesn't sound like you should expect it anytime soon.
Should I give you the track back, Rafi? Oh, no, he's just going to nosedive for it, I guess. He never called me, Rafi.
Who didn't? Air Senegal?
Yeah, never called me.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
And he just nosedived for the runway.
Doesn't surprise me.
Air Senegal 123.
The only reason I heard you helicopter this was because of Bryn Brody.
Oh.
See if you can get him to me eventually at some point. Because he's still not with me.
Not with me. I tried to again. He's not responding. Think about it.
I'll send a contact me, whatever.
Channel switched.
That pilot is not doing what he's supposed to do either, chat. He's supposed to contact me, never did. Yep, never did. Never switched to me. Oh, we got a lot of new guys on JFK, that's for sure. It's a very popular airport. He's going to stop right on the runway too, chat. Oy. This is like the worst case Ontario right here. Is he gonna talk to me? Hello? I even sent a contact me chat, and he's still not talking to me. Good to see you, Kevin. Oh, yeah, Kevin is on center. Yeah, he pops in from time to time. But he is definitely an OG for when it comes to New York Art Tech. He's been here longer than I have. I started controlling here in 2010. Air Senegal 123. I mean, he was supposedly talking to New York Approach all the time, Kenny Monster, so I don't know, but it's possible. Try sending another contact me. I don't have enough traffic for it to be a super bother, so if he doesn't ever call me and he just taxis the ramp, I'm not gonna. Wow.
New York, Tower Senegal 123.
Air Senegal 123, New York. Good evening. You were supposed to call me. I think Approach was trying to switch you to me before you landed, so you technically landed without a clearance. But you can continue taxi via Juliet, cross 22 right into the ramp.
We tried to contact you, but I got the wrong control, traffic, wrong controller. That's the problem. So, okay, thank you anyway. I'm passing for the gate. That's Senegal 123.
Yep, Juliet, cross 22 right into the ramp.
Juliet, cross 22 right. That's Senegal 123.
Again, polite but firm. It's not like I'm yelling at him, just firm. Who is who, hi boy? Wow, where are you going, buddy? Why? Where are you going? He just made a left turn towards the runway through and left. Ay. See if he figures it out. Squirrel. Where are you going, buddy? Oh, he figured it out, chat. It looks like he figured it out. His dot's going the right way now. Yep, he figured it out. Very good. Alright. See? Don't have to scald him again. It's fine. Kennedy's actually, for the most part, pretty easy because it's just the two big circle taxiways.
Tower, we are on holding point, runway 22 right, waiting for cross Air Senegal 123.
Air Senegal 123, cross 22 right at Juliet, taxi to the ramp.
I cross 22 right, and taxi to the ramp Air Senegal 123, thank you.
Sir. Yep, New York does have Oceanic online as well as New York Center, so technically New York right now is fully staffed, more or less. Pushed back the wrong way at Denver. So it's funny, when I was working the other day, we were pushing back, and this is real world. we told the rampers to point tail east, and they started turning us tail west, and we were like, guys, tail east, and they're like, oh, sorry. So, I mean, mistakes happen. The rampers ain't perfect either. Alright, chat, I'm sorry. I just can't do this without the traffic. I'm going to switch to Microsoft Flight Sim 2020. We're going to do a quick flight. Hopefully my frames hold up. Seem to be doing okay right now. I'm sure I'll jinx myself, but...
Channel switched.
Cam, Kendo. Cam, Kendip.
Sorry, go for me.
I'm gonna come off of Kendip. Let me know when you're ready.
Roger. Yeah, I'm ready.
Alright, I've got nobody in the actual departure airspace. American 1253 has clearance. He'll contact you for taxi. That's pretty much it. Do you have any questions?
No, mine RW.
Mike Golf, thank you. Alright, chat. We're gonna do some things here, chat. Bear with me. We're gonna set up for Flight Sim 2020. So hang on tight. I have to start some things. You're gonna hear some boo-doo-doo. You're gonna hear the noise for Microsoft Flight Sim 2020 when it starts loading up. We're gonna do a flight in the Mooney chat, and we're gonna do something in the New York ARTC airspace so we can give Kevin Kahn some traffic.
User joined your channel.
Cam, LaGuardia.
Go for me.
Disconnected.
So just wait for the sim to load up here. Gonna change my title as well now to chat. Nope. Gosh darn it. Title updated. Gonna move my webcam to its normal position. Blackshark.ai. Should we fly at night? Since it is nighttime locally, maybe I'll fly at night too, just for that realism. Go real time, real weather. See where I want to go at. Looks like it's 10 and clear at Wilkes-Barre. And 10 and clear at Lancaster. You know, we'll go from Wilkes-Barre to Lancaster, chat. So while the sim's loading up, I'm going to work on some stuff on Sky Vector here. KVP, KLNS. 47 minutes, but that's not the right speed. We'll do that. Yeah, that'll be a nice quick flight. And we'll do it at 45 hundo. So this is what we're looking at right here, chat. We're just going to do a nice calm VFR from Wilkes-Barre Scranton down to Lancaster and the Mooney. Be a quick flight, get some ATC, flight following from New York Center. He's going to be covering both of those airports in terms of ATC. So that's what we'll plan on. So in the Mooney, KAVP. I gotta remember where the FBO is at this airport. Conflicting music, I know. FBO, GA is down here. So we'll set departure for right there. We'll go live weather and we'll get the Rex weather force going here in just a second. So we'll fly. There we go. Yeah, we'll just do this purely VFR, night VFR, chat. We'll do some night VFR, live weather. Turn the music off until the flight sim music goes away. Got conflicting music. Gets really confusing in the ears. Oh yeah, night flying. Got the big old flashlight on. Let's get Rex weather force going. Right here, chat. Start. My dog just started barking from my room randomly. Batteries on. Get that on. Oh god, how do I turn the light on in this thing? Oh god. Oh god. Where's the cockpit lighting? Okay. Where is the cockpit? Oh, there we go. We gotta turn those up so that way I can actually see what I'm doing. There we go. Sorry about my dog barking in the other room, chat. Yeah, it's more better. Connect to VATSIM. Start her up. Okay, that's more better. Now we can actually see what we're doing in here. Take a look at her from the outside. We're all lit up. Alright. We want to be on center. 125.32 is going to be the man that's helping us out for what we've chosen here. We're going to go VFR from Wilkes-Barre to... What did I say we're going to? Lancaster, chat? 4,500? That's what I said. Okay. All that. Flight plan in. VFR flight plan for you. So we're doing Wilkes-Barre to Lancaster. I'm just going to go ahead and put direct to Lancaster in here. K L N S. Boom. Okay. Should have plenty of gas. right, we're online, we're on the frequency. It must be pretty quiet right now. So we are on the ground over here, chat. We're right about here between Alpha 2 and Alpha 1. So when we're going to taxi out, if we have to go all the way up to runway 22, we'll have a long taxi. If we just have to go to 4, it'll be a pretty quick taxi. That's where we're at in terms of the field. New York Center, Mooney, 124, Mike Charlie on the ground at Wilkes-Barre. Would like taxi, VFR, flight following to Lancaster, Lima November Sierra.
November 124, Mike Charlie. Taxi runway 04 via Alpha 1 Bravo 2. Wilkes-Barre altimeter 3014. Squawk 7125.
Alright, 4 via Alpha 1 Bravo 2 and 7415, I believe was the squawk for Mooney 124 Mike Charlie.
7125, 7125.
Wasn't even close. 7125 for Mike Charlie. Wasn't even close, chat. But okay. Alpha 1 Bravo 1, so it's just gonna be right right over here. If I can find it. I think it's like right over here. There's freaking planes that are blocking it. Like, look at this guy. It's like blocking the entrance to the ramp here on this taxiway. That's really stupid. VATSIM 2020, you gotta fix that stuff. Are the taxiways accurate in VATSIM 2020? Some places are and some places aren't. It really depends. That's the best answer I can give you. Because some places are and some places definitely are not still. We're not going to do a run-up or anything like that, chat. We should be good. That's all good.
Delta 1282, fly heading 045. Contact approach.
Plenty of stars in the sky tonight.
Copy, 045, approach, that's 1282.
Dog is howling at a siren outside. I don't know if you guys can hear that or not. You probably can't. I hope not, at least. So if we're departing off of 4, we're going to have to do, it looks like a left downwind departure here, chat. Looks like we're going to have to do, is it left or right downwind off of this runway? Let's see, because I know there's some terrain around Wilkes-Barre. So off of runway 4, it is left, so we'll do a left downwind departure, chat, to the southwest there. Mooney 4, Mike Charlie is ready to go. Runway 4 at Wilkes-Barre.
Roger, do you need a backtrack?
Negative, we can go from Bravo 2.
124, Mike Charlie, make it a right downwind departure, wind, calm, runway 04, clear for takeoff from Bravo 2.
A right downwind departure, 4, clear for takeoff, 4, Mike Charlie. I don't think that's right, chat. Any chance we can make that a left downwind departure for terrain for 4, Mike Charlie?
Left downwind departure is approved.
Left downwind departure, cleared up for takeoff, runway 4, 4 Mike Charlie, thank you. Because there's mountains to our right, chat. We're safe for going to the left, that's what the chart says, that's what we want to do. We're up. We don't put the gear up right away because we want to make sure we got positive rate now. Normal usable runway gear is coming up. It's going to be a left downwind departure. Let's get our manifold back. 25 squared is what we want for the climb. 25 manifold, 25 on the RPM. clear left. Start the left turn for the left crosswind. And we're clear left again, and we'll go into the downwind. Mooney 4 Mike Charlie's VFR 2,200, climb at 4,500.
What do you want for 124 Mike Charlie, radar contact?
213 is what it says roughly on the GPS for direct chat, so we'll go turn to about that 213 heading. He's got the radar contact on us, so right about here, what I'm going to do, chat, is I'm going to go ahead and go and put my heading bug
Land cargo.
nice and centered here. We'll go autopilot on, heading,
7174.
altitude, and we'll go vertical speed of 1,000 here for now. And then I'm going to go direct to Lancaster, enter, and then we'll hit nav. We should be navving direct to Lancaster. And that's pretty straightforward, simple stuff right there. This time I flew flights of 2020, I think put me off the most was the camera controllers. Yeah, so it takes a while to get used to the camera controls. I'm so used to this now, though, with good fixins, that every time I try to go over to X-Plane 11, I get confused and start using the Microsoft Flight Sim 2020 camera controls in X-Plane, when it's so much easier to use the number pad there, obviously. This is actually the Carenado Mooney Ovation. So this is not a Cessna. This is the Carenado Mooney M20 Ovation. So it's the payware aircraft, that payware Carenado Mooney. And I like it. I don't know if it's worth $30, maybe $20, but it is nice regardless. See, I haven't had any issues with my Alpha Yoke when it comes to Flight Sim 2020 good fixins. I really haven't. So that's curious that you're having those problems. But we're coming closer altitude here, 4,500, and when we hit it, I'm going to hit this alt button right here.
Land cargo 1774, cross Carenado to maintain 11,000
and boop. Now we'll hold 4,500 feet, VFR, on course to Lancaster. Let me turn on the landing rate meter before I forget, chat. There we go. That way I can actually get a landing rate when we get on the ground for landing. Or we get closer,
New York
rather.
Center envoy 3562 with deep passenger.
Very good. And we're on our way. 71 miles, about 24 minutes. We'll slow down for cruise. We'll cruise at 23 squared. 23 on the manifold, 23 on the RPM is what we'll cruise at.
Jet 451, New York, squawk 7.
That'll be our cruise speed. And we'll switch the fuel tanks. Keep an eye on those fuel tanks since we do have to manually switch them. Logitech flight nav panel recently. It's super nice for helpful setup. Yeah, I do not have a flight nav panel. I have the Alpha Yoke, the Logitech throttle quadrant, and the Logitech ProFlight rudder pedals as my setup in terms of the flight sim equipment. We're doing it, chat. Cruising along at night here in our Mooney. Sim looks good at night too, just as it does in the daytime. They really do a good job when it comes to like the street lights and things like that, I feel. And then look at all the stars above us. That's pretty neat right up there too, all the stars. And then you can see off our left. Turn the landing and taxi lights off.
Delta 2220, Liam Airspace, frequency change approved. Land cargo 1774, contact New York 128.12.
So we'll just kind of cruise along. Again, nothing fancy about this flight, chat. We're just VFR on our way to Lancaster. See if we can get a good landing out of this aircraft when we get over there and enjoy the nighttime views. You can see the sun setting in the west deep over there with that little bit of orange, just that tiny hint of orange on the horizon there in the night sky. 7:25 on the East Coast. Cruising right on the edge of the green there with the 23 squared, so we really don't need more than that. Don't need to lean the mixture because we're pretty much right in the green with the EGT. All the systems look good, and we're about 22 minutes out of Lancaster. We got flight following from New York Center.
And New York Center, 78 Heavy, American 78 Heavy with you, 5,500, 6,000.
Thanks, 78 Heavy, New York.
Thanks for coming in today. I hope you guys are enjoying what you're seeing so far. Appreciate you being here. Again, we started out on New York Kennedy departure tonight, but that ended up being so terribly slow that I made the decision to do a flight instead because I just couldn't take how slow it was at Kennedy tonight. So I did lose my patience a little bit there. We'll try and get on and do New York departure on a night when it's actually busy here sometime in the near future. But decided I couldn't take it anymore, so here we are in the Mooney, doing a quick night flight from Wilkes-Barre, Scranton to Lancaster, Pennsylvania, all in the New York Arctic airspace so we can talk to our buddy Kevin on New York Center. Make him actually handle us at both of the airports. At New York Center, Mooney 4 Mike Charlie, just need to step away for 2 minutes.
Roger.
Chad, I'll be right back. I'm just going to use the little boys' room.
New York Center, Southwest 3856 with you at flight
You guys have
level
control.
210.
Your control, Chad.
Southwest 3856, New York. Descend via the Corey 4 arrival. 140 altimeter is 3020.
Descend via Corey 4 arrivals. Thank you. Southwest 3856.
Southwest 3856, contact approach 128.12.
Alright, I'm back.
Southwest 3856, contact approach.
If I ever owned my own airplane in real life, chat, that didn't have a lab, I would carry one of those little,
for our Southwest
they have like this red container thing that you can bring that you can basically go to the bathroom in, just so that it's contained. I'd probably get one of those to have for my own airplane if I had one. Mooney 124, Mike Charlie's back.
Roger.
Where's Delilah? She can fly this thing. Yeah, I mean, if that's on autopilot, then Delilah definitely could fly this thing without any issues. That's for sure.
We'll see you later, 2034.
No doubt about that one. $18 minutes to go to Lancaster. Like I said, Chad, after this flight, I'll probably call it good for the night because I do have the potential of waking up kind of early tomorrow to get myself ready to go for that.
New York Center, Delta 691 with you at 7,900, climbing 10,000.
We're above all the terrain here at 4,500. Got some big old red lights out there, which they are there in real life, chat, those red lights. It's a bunch of
New York Center,
random radio towers out there that are lit up red like that.
Direct gale, climb maintain 17,000.
Up to 17,000, a direct gale, Delta 691.
And New York Center, 78 heavy, could we get a higher altitude here?
American 78, New York, climb maintain flight level 240.
Climb maintain 240 now, and after white, I'm direct back on route, red 78 heavy.
That's correct.
Thanks, 78 heavy.
Delta 691, climb maintain flight level 320.
Up to 320, Delta 691.
So technically, I'm still not commuting good fixins. I won't technically be commuting like on my own until after I finish training on the 175. So right now I'm just being displaced. So the company, when I'm on reserve, they're responsible for getting me to and from. So let's say they decide they're going to give me a trip tomorrow in Dallas. The first leg of the trip is going to be a deadhead from LaGuardia to Dallas. And then the last leg of the trip is going to be a deadhead from Dallas to LaGuardia. And it's actually going to be built into the sequence. It's going to be built into the trip. So they're still responsible for me in that way.
Maintain 14,000 for traffic.
Hold at 14 for Delta 691.
But if I was, let's say I'm commuting to reserve, I would have to be in Chicago if I was commuting good fixins to reserve, because I would need to be in Chicago for it. There's only a 2-hour call out on reserve. For the company that I work for. It's a short call. So I would actually have to, before I even get onto reserve, would have to fly out to Chicago and probably sit in a hotel or a crash pad if I was on reserve and be ready for a call at any point at that point. So yeah, commuting to reserve would suck. Like actual commuting to reserve would suck. Thankfully right now, it looks like when I do have to commute after training, I should be able to commute to a line, which is an actual schedule of trips, and it's a lot easier to do than commuting to reserve. But we'll see. We gotta wait and see how that's all gonna play out after I finish training. Either way, it's not fun because you know, I'd much rather just be in New York and have New York trips and not have to worry about all that. So it sucks, but it is what it is. And yeah, all those flights are paid for, Kenny Monster, if they're part of the trip. And then even when I'm commuting, I use my flight benefits to get to and from, so I don't have to pay for any of the flights. But it's not an ideal situation. The best thing would have been the New York base would have stayed open, and I wouldn't have to get displaced or commute or anything or deal with this. But you know, life didn't work out that way, Chad. It is what it is, unfortunately. So making the best of my situation, and I'm just happy to be employed, you know, and still flying, because there was people that got furloughed. I know a lot of those furloughed guys, thank God for them that they got called back with that new CARES Act that got passed. That new bill that got passed, they were able to call back the furloughed guys. So I'm thankful for those guys that they're going to get their job back. But I'm lucky enough to have not had to worry about ever being furloughed the whole time. So would your company pay you to move? They would cover expenses. They wouldn't pay me to move necessarily, Kenny Monster, but apparently they would cover expenses to move. I wouldn't move to Chicago. If I was going to move to a base, it would either be Dallas or Miami. I would like to move south, get somewhere warm, so that I'm not freezing my ass off every winter anymore. But, you know, I'm going to try the commute first, but me potentially moving is it is definitely on the table. There is a chance that at some point before the end of this year that I might move out of New York and go somewhere south, whether it's Dallas or Miami potentially.
Tower, 6 Romeo Yankee, New York.
I mean, I deal with thunderstorms on different trips all the time, sometimes anyway, so it really doesn't matter. But yeah, I would be dealing with a lot more of them going in and out of Miami. You're not wrong, but it's doable, you know? It wouldn't bother me any. There's 124 Mike. I like how you can see the cockpit inside through the window here on this outside view because it's lit up. That's pretty awesome, actually. It's subtle, but it's there. Yeah, that would be the part that sucks, is that I would be leaving my family, obviously, be leaving my parents, and then I would also be leaving Delilah too if I was to move. So that would be one of the definitely the big downsides if I was to do that. Because obviously Delilah wouldn't be coming with me if I move out on my own. Delilah would be staying with my parents. So that would be a huge blow. You know, that would definitely be a sad thing. But you know, sometimes you have to make those decisions in life. So we'll see. We haven't, like I said, I don't plan on moving yet. I'm gonna wait and see how the commute is first. I've still got till after training for that to happen, and I don't even go to training until sometime at the end of February, supposedly. I haven't even officially got a date yet. 3019er for my Charlie, thank you. So we got a ways to go before we actually get into that situation. But yeah, that would be the sucky part, is leaving my family and leaving Delilah.
Flight heading 200, airport's off here, 9 o'clock, 6 miles, reported in sight.
Leaving all of my teams too, wouldn't be able to go to as many Red Bull games or Devils games or Mets games unless I actually fly up to go see him. So that would suck too. So that there's, you know, pros and cons to everything. That's just how life is.
Romeo Yankee, contact Tower 119.2.
Yeah, different situations. I hear you, man. I definitely hear you. I have a very strong attachment to Delilah, as you guys know. She even has an emote on my channel. But at the end of the day, you know, with my job, I can't take her if I'm going to be living by myself. You know, the only way I could own a pet of my own in the future is if I'm with someone, if I'm married to someone, and, you know, they're able to be home every day to take care of it. Otherwise, obviously, I can't take care of an animal every day because I'm on the road for 3 or 4 or 5 days at a time. So it's just one of those things. It's just the, you know, nature of the business.
Envoy 3562 at pilot's discretion, descend and maintain flight level 240.
Alright, we'll descend down to 240 Envoy 3562.
American 2126, cross Clipper at maintain 12000 at 250 knots, Dulles National Altimeter 3022.
Cross Clipper 120,000 American 2126.
And Jet 451, airport's off your 3 o'clock, 10 miles report in sight.
Oh yeah, no, there's a reason why Delilah would stay with my parents, who can be home every day, obviously. Or even my sister, who's technically her dog, who could stay with her every day, whereas I can't. I would need to live with someone to be able to own an animal of my own. Because, you know, I wouldn't be able to be home every day. And it would be a messed up situation to own an animal in that case. But yeah, I'm with you. Absolutely, Rob. If you're going to own a pet, you got to be all the way in it. Otherwise, there's no point. You know, that is a living creature that has emotions and feelings. So, I'm with you all the way on that.
And Jet 451, contact tower 119.2.
Nice view off our left. Lighted cities over there with the stars and everything too. It's very nice that the sim does a pretty good job of all that. Even at nighttime, this sim is very good on the visuals. About 7 minutes out, chat. 20 miles. Should probably consider getting a little descent going. Lancaster is at 403 feet, so the traffic pattern altitude is going to be about 1,400 feet. Mooney 4 Mike Charlie is going to start a VFR descent.
4 Mike Charlie, roger. 333 Romeo Alpha, radar contact 5 east of Calverton, 8,600.
So we'll start down, chat. Bring the power back. We got to switch the fuel tanks for the rest of the flight. Go to the more full tank.
Romeo Alpha, roger.
Only about 20 miles out from Lancaster, so I'll go down to 2,500 for now. Actually, we'll go right down to 1,500 feet, because I don't think there's any obstacles that are going to be in my way from where I'm at going down there. Let's see.
Maintain 2,000.
Oh no, there is a couple things that potentially at 1,420, so we'll go down to 25. We'll go down to 2,000 feet for now, chat. We'll call it 2,000, split the difference. And until we get a little bit closer to get down to that traffic pattern altitude of 1,400 feet for the pattern at Lancaster.
3 Romeo Alpha, roger.
So I have been to Lancaster before in real life, chat. It's actually a really nice downtown.
Flight heading of 020.
Plenty of bars and stuff to do down there when it's not COVID land. Trying to find the airport. It looks like it's going to be right over here. You can see all those blue lights. Those are probably all taxiway lights.
Say again, call time.
American 1253.
American 1253, New York. Proceed direct to Gale. Climb, maintain flight level 3.
So here we are at about the 2,000, so we'll hold 2,000 for now. And when we get a little bit closer, we'll go lower for the traffic pattern altitude, at which point I'll hand fly it when we start to get a little bit closer here.
Roger, and fly direct to Gale, please.
Flying direct to Gale. American 1253.
So that is going to be the field out over here where we see all those blue taxiway lights, chat.
Number 333 Romeo Alpha, contact approach 128.12 and just advise.
Okay,
So we're looking at a 268 and a 1331, and the wind there is calm. So we'll see what he actually wants us to do.
Envoy 3562, cross Clipper out to maintain 12000 and 250 knots. National altimeter 3022.
Alright, we'll cross Clipper at 12000, no faster than 250, Envoy 3562.
Center Mooney 4 Mike Charlie has Lancaster in sight.
4 Mike Charlie, join the straight in for runway 26, Lancaster altimeter 3019.
Straight in 26 4 Mike Charlie. Alright, we'll go straight in 2-6 chat. He's making it easy for us.
51 heavy, leaving 7,000 for 10,000 on a 350.
951 New York, proceed direct
I think
to
we need to come a little bit to the left if that's the case.
240 and I'm sorry, direct what?
Direct to
So I'm going to turn the autopilot off.
Direct, yeah.
This is Jaybird 907. I am maintaining flight level 100, heading 070.
Jaybird 97 New York, proceed direct to Merritt, climb maintain flight level 210.
We'll have to keys our eyes open here for the runway.
Direct to Merritt, 210. Jaybird 97.
New York Center, EPS 4198 outside of Mass, flight level 260. UPS 4198, New York Center, roger.
So here is the runway over here. I gotta, like I said, come a little bit to the left. It's almost more like we're gonna do a right base from the angle.
New York Center, DHL 1038 with the flight level 3705 miles to the east of flight run.
God, that aircraft is loud.
DHL 1038 New York,
Put the prop full. Give ourselves a little bit of that speed brake action from having.
7164 DHL 1038.
Sorry for the ear rape from that pilot there, chat. That dude is insanely loud.
6 Romeo Yankee, turn right, heading 120.
Again, we see the runway here. It's not uncommon for those blue taxiway lights to be brighter than the actual runway lights. That's actually a pretty common thing. You would be surprised. Let's start getting ourselves slowed up. We got the speed brakes out on our wing here. Oh.
Flight level 3.
Speed brakes out on the wing. You can see this little thing right here. So we can get slowed up. So we got the flaps in. That'll help us to stay slower. Can put the speed brakes away.
Proceed direct to white.
Put the gear down.
Maintain flight level 360.
Here's about 1,500 feet. We'll hold this until we get more straight in. Get ourselves set up a little bit more appropriately.
124 Mike Charlie, wind calm, runway 26, clear to land.
26, clear to land, 4 Mike Charlie.
Jaybird 97, your lead airspace, frequency change approved.
Frequency change approved, Jaybird 97.
So we're clear to land. Yep, you guys can get your landing rate guesses in now. Good job, Kitty Monster, for bringing that up. I do have the G's on, the landing rate meter on, so if you want to make a landing rate guess, now would be the time as I'm coming up to the final approach. We are clear to land on runway 26 at Lancaster. It'll be the one and only landing. Get no prizes. You're just playing for pride. But go ahead and throw a number in the chat. Positive or negative, doesn't matter. I know what you mean. You don't need to do the exclamation point predict either. You can just put in the number, what you think my landing rate's going to be. And you got about a minute to do so before I land, chat. So get those in. Slightly high as we're coming in here. Anybody else want to do it aside from Kenny Monsters? Anybody want to get a landing rate guess in? Good Fixins is evil. He says 673. I'm going to do better than that. But again, last call. Last call for landing rate guesses, chat. Come on, I know there's more than 2 people watching me, I hope. Get those guesses in. Got nothing to lose and only pride to gain. Pride is a beautiful thing. Never sell pride short. Beautiful night approach here. Calm 10 and clear. And very cold. That would be the only thing that would suck, is how cold it is outside. But otherwise, it'd be a beautiful night to fly. Alright, if nobody else wants it, it's going to be between Kenny and the unlikely guest Good Fixins.
2126, leave airspace, frequency change approved. Frequency change approved, American 2125. Roger. The ground controller is online, National Ground, on 121.7 when you're on the ground.
Okay, I will call them when I'm landing on America 2126.
Envoy 3562, Yulim airspace, frequency change approved. National ground is online. 121.7 when you're on the ground.
Minus 84. That was a really nice landing, chat. Obviously, Kennedy Monster is going to be the closer of the two guesses for that one.
Envoy 3562.
Sorry, Envoy 3562, go ahead.
Yulim airspace, frequency change approved.
I think we missed Taxiway Juliet, chat, so I'm going to have to go down to the next one, which is all the way at Hotel.
Alright, frequency change approved. You have a good one, Envoy.
Right here, that I'm going to blow right past.
Delta 896, climb maintain flight level 360.
Yeah, Delta 896, you're up this way.
UPS.
Well, that was not my best work right there.
Cross break.
Not even at all. Not even a little bit.
The altimeter is 3021.
3021, Bridger 14,000, UPS 4198.
Before my Charlie's off on Hotel.
New York Center, United 1037, flight level 360.
For Mike Charlie, you going to the hangar or the ramp?
East ramp.
Taxi Hotel Bravo Alpha cross 31.
Hotel Bravo Alpha cross 31 for Mike Charlie. I think I'm going the right way here, chat.
Who else called?
United 1037, flight level 360, sir.
I am not going the right way here, chat. Oh well. What he can't see won't hurt us. We are clear to cross.
New York Center, DHL 1038 request.
We'll just have to make a left turn on Bravo here after we finish crossing the runway.
DHL 1038.
Don't tell anybody.
New York Center, do you want us to start the Williamsport for your arrival? Yeah, we have not gotten any instructions from you since radar back here.
Sebastian 7064, thanks for coming in today.
Sorry, say again?
Do you want us to start the Williamsport 3 arrival for DHL 1038? We haven't had anything from you since we checked in on center.
Taxiway lights are on the middle of the taxiway. That's really annoying that the sim still has that freaking stuff to deal with. But alright, let's just pull into the ramp over here. We'll just cut some grass, it's fine. Nothing to see here.
DHL 1038, descend and maintain 13,000. The Newark altimeter is 3020.
13,000 for DHL 1038.
What runway can UPS 4198 expect?
Good enough for me, chat.
It'll be runway 27 right.
That way we don't have to listen to ATC anymore, because that was starting to get a little annoying. Welcome to Lancaster. Yeah, nice little downtown if you ever get the chance to come here. Ooh, I like how the beacon flashes right in your face there. It's my pleasure. You do sound like a Chick-fil-A worker. That's funny. Hey, SBD Drums. I'm glad you enjoyed your flight there that you did. I know you did the Skyline route, so yeah, appreciate it again. I ended up jumping off of the departure there because it was getting a little boring. So I did a flight of my own here, but I hope you enjoyed your flight. Chat, I hope you guys enjoyed what you saw tonight. Again, I'm sorry I wasn't super busy on New York Kennedy departure. I was hoping to be ATC all the way tonight and for a lot more traffic. Didn't really work out that way, but we got a nice flight in the Mooney. Gave our NYARTCC buddy a little bit of work. And we're going to call it an evening right here because, again, I'm on the hook at 4 in the morning for a reserve potentially, so I really shouldn't stay awake too much longer. Let's see who else is streaming tonight, guys, and we'll hand you off to someone who was also potentially doing some flight sim or some ATC. What do we got? What do we got? I see some... You know, we've been getting random people hosting me. So let's go and find someone random to host. Chat. Let's do a random host. Because I've been getting random hosts myself. So let's go on Microsoft Flight Sim and let's find someone that looks like they're doing something fun that has low viewers and give them a host. Give them a raid. see what we got. Let's see. Got someone doing VATSIM, cross-country flying and assess the 152. That sounds like a perfect person to go and raid. So we're going to go ahead and raid this gentleman right here. This looks like his name is Astro Doobs. So we're going to go ahead and give him the random raid chat. So you guys go and say hello. Tell him I said thanks for coming in today. And for you guys, chat, thank you for coming in today. I really do appreciate it. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Let's go ahead and raid this Astro Doobs guy right here. We'll start the raid. Thank you for coming in today. Have a great night. Stay safe. And tell him I said hello. Some random streamer if you decided to raid him. Good night, guys.